A devotee. Sir, what is the significance of Sri Krishna stealing the gopis' clothes? Master. There are 8 fetters that bind a person to the world. The gopis were free from all but one, shame. Therefore, Krishna freed them from that one too, by taking away their clothes. On attaining God, one gets rid of all fetters. To Mohendra Mukherjee and the others. By no means all people feel attracted to God. There are special souls who feel so. To love God, one must be born with good tendencies. Otherwise, why should you alone, of all the people of Bagh Bazar, come here? You can't expect anything good in a dunghill. The touch of the Malaya breeze turns all trees into sandalwood, no doubt. But there are a few exceptions. The banyan, the cotton tree, and the ashwatha, for example. To the Mukherjee brothers, you are well off. If a man slips from the path of yoga, then he is reborn in a prosperous family and starts again his spiritual practice for the realization of God. Mohendro, why does one slip from the path of yoga? Master, while thinking of God, the aspirant may feel a craving for material enjoyment. It is this craving that makes him slip from the path. In his next life, he will be born with spiritual tendencies that he failed to translate into action in his present life. Mohendro, then what is the way? Master, no salvation is possible for a man as long as he has desire, as long as he hankers for worldly things. Therefore, fulfill all your desires regarding food, clothes, and sex. Smiling. What do you say about the last one? Legitimate or illegitimate? M and Mohendro laugh. It is not good to cherish desires and hankerings. For that reason, I used to fulfill whatever desires came to my mind. Once I saw some colored sweetmeats at Burra Bazar and wanted to eat them. They bought me the sweets and I ate a great many. The result was that I fell ill. In my boyhood days, while bathing in the Ganges, I saw a boy with a gold ornament around his waist. During my state of divine intoxication, I felt a desire to have a similar ornament myself. I was given one, but I couldn't keep it on very long. When I put it on, I felt within my body the painful uprush of a current affair. It was because I had touched gold to my skin. I wore the ornament a few moments and then had to put it aside. Otherwise, I should have had to tear it off. I once felt a desire to eat the famous sweetmeats of different cities. All laugh. I had a desire to hear Shambhu's musical recital of the Chundi. After fulfilling that desire, I wanted to hear the same thing by Raj Narayan. That desire was also satisfied. At that time, many holy men used to visit the temple garden. A desire arose in my mind that there should be a separate storeroom to supply them with their provisions. Mothur Babu arranged one. The sadhus were given foodstuffs, fuel, and the like from that storeroom. Once, the idea came to me to put on a very expensive robe, embroidered with gold, and to smoke a silver hubble bubble. Mothur Babu sent me the new robe and the hubble bubble. I put on the robe. I also smoked the hubble bubble in various fashions. Sometimes I smoked it reclining this way, and sometimes that way, sometimes with head up, and sometimes with head down. Then I said to myself, "Oh mind, this is what they call smoking a silver hubble bubble." Immediately I renounced it. I kept the robe on my body a few minutes longer and then took it off. I began to trample it underfoot and spit on it, saying, "So this is an expensive robe, but it only increases man's rajas.